Hey, we all know how we're gonna die, baby. We're gonna crash and burn.
Alright guys, this video is going to be a little bit different. It's not really a haul video. It's more about talking about my collection, and part of my collection, Batman Volume 1. But before we get to that, you gotta see this. Mr. Rigor Mortis made a comment about how I make my videos, how I shoot them. So this is my setup right here. You know, I usually have put the book right underneath there and shoot from both down below. Let's take a look at a little footage here, give you a different view. I have a old card table. That's how you get the old shaky cam effect. Then I have this oh, what is this called? Just a camera holder. I bought it on Amazon. Then I use my cell phone there to record everything. All right, so that's how the sausage is made. How the magic happens. But yeah, you can get one of these on Amazon. It's not it's in a card table. I used to use one of those I guess poster boards from the Dollar Tree, and they just bent all up all the time. But I got an actual card table, so pretty much I got, you know, maybe $40 invested into this. You can get a smaller table. This is about a 4-foot size one, because I'm moving shit around here yet you don't see. But let's get back to the video. All right, I hope that was a little bit informative. Just how the sausage is made, you know. But recently, with the purchase of this issue right here, Batman issue number 151, I reached a milestone in my collection. I now have issues 149 to current. All first prints, no facsimiles, nothing like that. I do have facsimiles of some, but I also have the original copies also. So that gives me 777 straight issues of Batman. That is nuts. Those that have not been following the channel since I started many years ago, my goal has always been issues 100 to current. It's been my thing since I was a kid. Why 100? I don't know. Obviously, we probably do know, but back then when I was thinking about it, even the early issues under 200 were just a dream for me. I mean, it would be a long time before I even started cracking 100 into my collection. I basically started with Batman issue. When I started finally pulling it on my pull list, I think it was Batman issue. It was like the issue right after the Todd McFarlane one, so I think it's issue 424 is when I started. Then it went The Death in the Family. But yeah, ever since I was a kid, issue 100 to current. That's always my goal. And with this issue, that was a big issue that was just constantly escaping me on eBay and stuff like that. And I hate finding shit on eBay, because I built most of this collection, my Batman Volume 1 collection, through the bins. There's been a couple issues that I picked up through eBay, but it was none of my keys and stuff like that. All the keys I ever bought were all through vendors and comic shops and all that kind of stuff. So super happy to finally get this in my collection. So now I have, this issue all the way to the latest issue at the time, which is Batman issue 161. So a volume 3. So Batman, there's 3 volumes of Batman. That's the solo title, I guess we'll call it. Volume 1, 2, and 3. So this is from volume 3. Volume 1, for those that don't know too much about that. And I think October, there's going to be Batman Volume 4. So this is ending with the Hush storyline, I think. Hush 2 storyline. But yeah, just a great thing to have. Just a great accomplishment. It took me... I started this when I was 14 years old. Now I'm like 18. I'm like 50 years old. So it took me a long time. And I easily could went out and bought this stuff, high value prices and all that stuff. But I'm a cheap bastard. So, but I'm not sure how this is going to turn up on screen here, but as you can see, we're gonna get this a little bit closer. This is one of my checklists. This isn't my original checklist, but it's one I've been using recently. So let's get this real close here. We'll get the but issue 100 starts right there. That I already have that issue, or no, yeah, I have issue one. Technically, I have issue 149 to current. So I only need 4 more issues. I have them written on the back here to get issues 140 through 149. Sorry about that. This is like old school as fuck, but but yeah, I have all these, and I have like different price ranges, and if they're key, like a key type issue. I mean, key gets thrown around a little bit too much, but anything with a Joker cover is automatically, you just might as well add like anywhere from $40 to $80 onto the cost of like a normal issue, like a 146 here, which is about a $20 to $80 book. With these kind of books, I'm only looking to buy, or I have my minimum set at like a 3.0. So it has to present nice, it has to be complete. It also has to be, the cover has to be attached to the issue. So if it got creases or spine crease, or not, spine creases or subscriber crease down the middle, I can live with that. I can't live with incomplete storylines or incomplete, even with ads cut out, incomplete books. I can't do detached covers or anything that's like mildew or whatever, that mold or whatever the hell else is on it, anything like that. I just can't do it. It ain't happening with me. So, but I think I can knock this out, not by the end of this year, but hopefully by mid next year. That's my goal. I'm gonna try to get these, but to get these, I gotta just get rid of some stuff, sell a couple things because I can't justify spending, big time money on any books that I don't have some different kind of income for. My money goes to my kids and taking care of us. But if I find a way to get some extra money and stuff, that's what I put towards that. Yeah, but I have 777 total issues of one title is insane, and it's just going to keep growing. Anything you see like a check mark nearby, those are facsimiles. So I have facsimiles of issue number 1, issue number 5, and issue number 9. Issues 121 and 22. The big 800-pound gorilla in this run here is going to be the issue 121. So those that don't know, Batman issue 121 is the first appearance of, is it Dr. Zero or Mr. Zero? I can't remember. I'll put a picture right here. But first appearance of Mr. Freeze as we know him today. Technically, I guess the first appearance of Mr. Freeze, the actual name, is in Detective Comics. But yeah, even low-grade copies of that 3.0, I'll try to take a screenshot up here, but I didn't look it up recently, but I'd say it's like a 3.0 is anywhere from 900 to 2,000, I guess. I don't even know. When I was following that book for a while, trying to get an eye for, or get a idea for price and stuff, it was just all over the place. I still have a feeling that's the case of that, but yeah, that's the life of a run collector. A lifelong run collector. But yeah, this is a great big deal for me. Happy with this accomplishment. I think I can get the 100 before it's all said and done, before I hang it up. But I think it's going to take some moving and trading and stuff to get some of these stuff, because I just can't justify spending big time money on anything. But if I already spent money on books and stuff like that, and I can, trade to get up to those, I'll definitely do it. Unfortunately, the people that have those earlier issues, like the issues 100 through 21 and stuff like that, they're basically all collectors too, and trying to complete their own runs. The people that are selling them are just or flippers, and they're going to try to get as much as they can out of them. So it's a little tough. It's just been a real joy putting this collection together. Ever since I was 14 years old, man. That's just like going all the way back to the 80s, starting. And I started with a Batman issue out of a 10-cent bin. That's what started me on this whole journey. It's basically a lifelong mission, a war of attrition, ups and downs through collection, ups and downs through life. Just really, as soon as I saw that, I was like, when I pulled that out of the bin, and it's usually a shop I usually go to that had it too, and it's crazy. And I pulled it out at that con. I was like, thank God, now I can start working on 140 to 149 this run. So, but I think I'm probably going to have to go the eBay route, because especially for that Batman issue 148 with that Joker cover. It's just a tough find. And when I do find it in the cons or a comic shop, there's something missing with it, or something, just always something. Or if it's so overpriced, it's not even funny. So I'd like to see some comments from people that collected long runs. What's the longest run you have in your collection? I'd like to know. We're a different breed. We're a dying breed in this hobby. Ironically, this is what built the hobby. Just old-fashioned run collecting, storyline collecting. Some of the other runs I collect are, I don't always show all the time, but I collect Superman Volume 1. I also collect Green Lantern Volume 2, Spawn, and I also collect Daredevil Volume 1. So I've been putting those runs together for a long time. I could do it like because I got spreadsheets from all of them. So maybe I'll do a whole collection review after I get a couple more books out of the way for the Daredevil. But yeah, I appreciate you watching. If you watched this whole thing, thank you. Just been like I said, a wild ride, and I think I'm gonna get my goal before I hang it up. I see myself collecting maybe, till I'm about 70. Oh, hell with it. I ain't ever gonna stop. Who am I kidding? Be in the nursing home, getting shit sent to me. I'll talk to you next time. My books here. Some of the letters, mask, and then there's the great stack of boxes. And there's a haul I need to still need to complete. So, but yeah, all in all, I think I put in a total of like $12 for this this setup. No, but seriously, I think I paid I think it was like $30 for the table, and it was about $15 for this. I'll try to leave a link down below if I can look on my Amazon account and find out which one I actually picked up. So if you were interested in but it's really cool. It goes different directions and stuff like that. This swivels up here, and this bends up. So you get those treasury editions inside the frame there.